January 25th, and today I'm with Chris Happel. It's about 3 degrees outside, and we're at the Perham School, and we're probably in the 7th or 8th day of demolishing the Perham High School, the Perham Elementary School, the Perham Middle School, and today we're with Chris Happel, and he is one of, what, 4 generations, you were saying, Chris? You gotta talk up.
Maybe 5. My great-grandfather drove school bus with a horse and buggy, I'm told.
And then your dad is Dennis Stromberg Happel, and your mom was Joni, what, Feiereisen Schoenberger Happel. So you went to school in Perham. How many years did you go to this building here?
So I was here for 5 years, 7th through 11th. My Perham education and math holds out.
So you're back in Perham. You know, a lot of you Perham guys, you were here in school and you came back to Perham. What was the desire to come back to Perham? Talking to the camper really loud.
I had an opportunity to travel a lot for work and actually got to be in a lot of different communities. And then after spending all my years growing up wishing I was somewhere else, I gradually gained an appreciation for Perham as a community. It's pretty dynamic. There's some cool people. It's a neat place. I love the lakes. Don't really mind the weather if you got the right equipment for it. So yeah, I had an opportunity to come back and I jumped for it.
We all have pluses and minuses in all the years we've got in school here. You spent your first years in the Twin Cities, then you went to St. Henry's. You know, what are some of the pluses and minuses about going to the Perham High School here and the Perham Middle School? We all have got our stories. What do you got, a couple, Chris?
Yeah, I actually had a hard time not thinking of all the negatives because I was a late bloomer and was kind of an insufferable dweeb, so I suffered a lot socially for that. But I did have some pretty good memories. One of my best lessons was in Mr. What's his name?
I don't know. You're too young to have a memory fart.
Memory fart. So, in chemistry class, we had this computer lab where you could go do extra credit chemistry problems, and actually figured out how to reprogram the program to have it spit out the answers. So I got extra credit. I'm pretty sure the teacher knew, but figured I probably learned enough reprogramming it to get credit for it anyway. And I got to say, Mr. Hadelstad, I think he had some issues later on that maybe tarnished his legacy, but he gave me an inspired love for photography that I still enjoy, so I thought that was kind of a plus. And just the general challenges of going to school also inspired me to spend my senior year as a foreign exchange student, where I really got to see some alternate ways of getting an education, so I think that gave me a little perspective on things. If I'd had a better experience here, I would have missed all that.
Well, thank you for your candor, and all of you who have stories to tell about the school here. We all went through those years when we were young adolescents, went through the years of maturity, and I'll wager you $1 that all of you have stories of the ups and the downs of being in this building.
Is Mr. Spencer's chemistry class. He's still around.
Yes, he is. Well, Chris, thanks a lot for doing this video. Thanks a lot to your family. Thanks a lot for coming to Perham and having your own kids, you guys. Thanks a lot for watching these videos. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Tom. Let's put it there for a second. Get some B-roll. One of the perspectives that was really interesting going to Europe was to be able to attend a school where there was absolutely no school athletics, no pep fest, no getting out of class early so you can go ride the bus someplace, no forced adulation for the local jocks, no cheerleaders, no pep band. They had kids who were healthier somehow, even without the total focus on athletics.
Now you went overseas in the on a Rotary program, right?
It was a Rotary foreign exchange program.
What country did you go to?
Went to Sweden.
Okay.
That was a really momentous year. I was on a bus trip to St. Petersburg, Stalingrad at the time, while it was still behind the Iron Curtain. riding the bus overnight through Finland. Right before we went behind enemy lines, the driver came online and told us the Prime Minister had been assassinated the night before. So it was a really surreal experience going through the Russian border checkpoint with a busload of very sullen Swedes. And that was the year the space shuttle blew up. I was there. I remember still walking home from school one day, and it was kind of light drizzle. I turned on the radio and found out they were registering 100 times normal radiation in that rain in Finland because Chernobyl had just blown up.
You picked yourself one hell of a year to be overseas. My God, the war.
Reagan was president, and he was unilaterally trying to bomb the shit out of terrorists. So there was warnings about Americans not going to nightclubs, and there are tourists all with their duck down, trying not to be recognized as Americans, so the Libyans wouldn't shoot them. And,
Chris, that's a wonderful story. If you don't mind, we've been recording all this. I'm going to include this.
Sure.
Hopefully all the truck traffic behind us here, because we're standing here on Highway 78.
Need a leveler on your tripod.
Yeah, you know what, Chris? One of the things I don't have to worry about when we shoot these videos
Perfection.
is perfection. Thanks a lot, you guys. Bye-bye.